Relaxation poses can be really difficult at the best of times. But if you have scoliosis, it's even more tricky. So if you've been struggling in your Shavasana, if you're like, I cannot lay flat, I just cannot get comfortable here, everything feels a little bit uneven, then this video is for you. Welcome to Move with Scoliosis, your channel for everything yoga and Pilates with scoliosis. My name is Christine Jaregui-Berry, and today we're going to be talking about Shavasana. Such an important topic and a really important pose. We do not want to skip it, but I do understand that it can sometimes be a little bit difficult to get yourself comfortable. You can see I'm already set up here. I have my bolster and I've got an eye pillow, very important. And then I've actually got 4 blankets. Now, please don't panic. I'm really showing you the nice luxury version here. So you can then decide if you want to take all of these or if you just want to incorporate some of them. Sometimes it takes a little bit of experimenting until you find your correct setup, but I'm going to show you mine today. So let's start with the lower body. So you probably guessed this already. This bolster is for the backs of the knees. So I would always recommend, this is kind of the minimum thing to have, that the backs of the knees are supported, because it will be able to bring your pelvis into a much better position. Then I'm going to take another blanket here, and I'm going to open this up, and then I'm going to roll it quite tightly into this kind of shape. Now this is for my ankles. So my feet are going to be over here, so I'm going to place this on this side. So nice little roll. Now this is a little bit lower than the bolster, so that's important. So just to get this ratio right, you want the bigger one here for the backs of the knees and then the smaller one for your ankles. Good. This is kind of my last blanket. I'm just going to use it to cover up, and then my eye pillow I'm just going to put to the side, because now we get to the back bit, we get to the meaty part here. So let's take one blanket, and we have to do a little bit of origami here. So let's start from the beginning. I'm just going to open it up completely so that you can see. So this is just a normal yoga blanket, and I'm going to fold it in half like that. And then I'm going to fold it in half again. So this is kind of the size that I'm ending up with, and I'm using this to cover my yoga mat here. So you want this obviously big enough so that your head and your torso are going to be on here as well. So that's what we're doing. And then we need another blanket here for the head support. Now the head support is really important. There's another video coming up next to show you all the full version of this, but for now we're just going to use this blanket here. So you might ask yourself, why do I need all this stuff? Why do I need so many blankets? Resting in Shavasana really needs a little bit of time. So the minimum amount I would say that you rest in Shavasana is 10 minutes, but really it's better if you stay at least 15 minutes, maybe even 20 minutes in your relaxation pose. And you can only do this if you are super comfortable. Now with your scoliosis, obviously you've got a rotation in the spine, there is unevenness in your back. Maybe without support it doesn't feel super comfortable. This is why we're doing all of this. And I'm just going to show you some of the important parts here when you lie yourself down. So as we said, this bolster goes underneath the backs of the knees. I sometimes, if I have quite a flat one, I turn it so that I have the thinner edge up to support the backs of the knees. it will squash down a little bit once I lie down. And then this other one, I'm just going to bring underneath the backs of my ankles. So it just allows the feet to relax a little bit more. Really important. And then I'm just going to lie myself down. Now with the head support, the most important bit is that your chin is not sticking out up towards the ceiling here. So if you were lying like this, you would just need a little bit more support. So for me, I can drop my chin down. My forehead is slightly higher than my chin. So this is about the, that's a good height here. That's fine for me. So next thing that we do, by the way, always make sure you've got all your props ready because you don't want to get up again. So I know I've got my eye pillow here, I've got it ready, and I know I've got my other blanket here. I'm probably gonna open it up slightly already. Just gonna place it ready here next to me. Good. So from there, we're gonna take this blanket here, and we're gonna take the edges, we're gonna pick them up, so we're gonna fold them up like this, and then turning them away from the body to create this little bit of a mold, little cradle for the body. So I'm starting kind of with the hips. So if you have kind of uneven hips, this is really nice because you can balance yourself out a little bit more. And then you kind of just go around the body. So I then go into the lower back, and you just want to fill in any gaps. So in the constructive resting pose that you learned in the practice transformation, we want to support the convex side. Shavasana really is about support and it's about comfort. So do what feels best for you is what my recommendation would be. I do sometimes give a little bit more underneath the convex side, but really it's just about filling the gaps here. So I've created a nice mold here for myself. So I don't want to change too much from here, but I do somehow need to get my blanket on top of me now. So I'm going to open it up, and then I'm just going to kind of throw it over my legs. I'm going to catch it with the foot so that I can bring it all the way down, and then covering myself up here. And then I'm taking my eye pillow. A little tip for the eye pillow, especially if you've got contact lenses. If you kind of hold it at the top bit here, at the top edges, and get all the stuffing kind of down to the bottom, you have the little bit lighter part at the top now. And then I bring the heavier part just onto my forehead. And then the lighter part, which doesn't now have a lot of that filling there, doesn't have that heaviness, I'm going to bring that over my eyes to cover my eyes. And this is really nice and light. And then I've got a little bit more pressure here onto my forehead, which is really nice. Obviously, you want to make sure you're nice and cozy here with your blanket, bringing your arms underneath. You could pull it all the way up towards the shoulders if you want. Again, this is all about comfort. Don't forget to set your timer, obviously, before. And then we're resting in our Shavasana. When you're ready to come out of your Shavasana, just making sure you come out gradually. So you move your fingers and your toes. And then I always just take my eye pillow gently off. It always takes a moment. Just keeping the eyes closed just to get used to the light. And then I bend my knees, just resting the feet on the bolster. Usually pausing here for a moment, especially if you've been in the pose for a long time. You want to come out gradually. And then from there, you can roll yourself over to the side. Again, taking your time. And then when you feel ready, bringing yourself up into sitting from here. So I really hope that you enjoyed seeing my setup of Shavasana. What is the most important one is obviously that you are warm enough, that your head is comfortable, and that the backs of the knees are supported. If you would like a little bit more of a proper practice where I'm talking you through, there's a great video which is a 15-minute tension release, especially if you've had kind of a long day on your feet. So that's a really good one to watch here. And then next week, we're going to be talking about the head support in a little bit more detail, because you might feel sometimes that actually my head starts to roll over to the side. So I'm going to be talking about this in the next video.